Hi everyone, this is Heather Lottinen from the Flourish Academy. In this video, I'd like to show you how to import presets into Lightroom and show you some examples of Soozie's new collection. So inside of Lightroom, you'll want to jump to the Develop module and make sure that you have your Presets panel expanded. Then click the plus icon and choose Import Presets. You would then navigate to the place where you downloaded the zip file. Now, it's really important to note here that this works for newer versions of Lightroom. Adobe made it possible to select just the zip file and choose Import, and Lightroom will automatically expand that set, which is really handy. Now, if you're having trouble importing the presets, please check to make sure you have the latest version of Lightroom. Also, these presets will not work with legacy versions of Lightroom. That is, those versions that are not on the Creative Cloud plan. So what I'm going to do is create several virtual copies of these photos so we can take a look at these presets. And I'm going to do that by pressing Command or Control apostrophe on my keyboard. And then I'm going to quickly apply these presets so we can take a look at the before and after. Here we have Soozie's new favorite. This is the before and after, and this is actually the preset that I use on every single one of my images. I love it so much. Sometimes I do some minor tweaking afterwards, but I just love the way that it looks. Now we have the Softy Clean preset, and it just brings up the blacks and a few other things to make the image appear a little bit softer. And next we have the Soft Neutral. Now the reason I love this preset is you can see what it's done is just kind of neutralized the color cast in the photo. And this works really well on a lot of images, but especially on those where you might have an offensive color cast. That is one that you just can't correct easily. Soozie and I both love the addition of this preset, this clean film. I love the way this looks, and I could see putting this on an entire session and delivering it to a client because I love it so much. This is our black and white vintage. I just love the tonality of it, followed by the grainy vintage. Now the difference is this adds a split toning, so a little bit of color to the image, and if we zoom in, you'll notice that it also adds a little bit of grain to the image, which is different from the black and white vintage. So here we're looking at the black and white vintage, and here we're looking at the grainy vintage. So you can see that the color tone changes as well as the grain. Let's take a look at a different image. This is before and this is after with Soozie's favorite. This is the Softy Clean and the Soft Neutral, which again I think just looks beautiful. Here's the clean film, and then finally the black and white vintage as well as the grainy vintage. We hope that you enjoy these presets as much as we do. Have fun enhancing your photographs.